Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 1 of Chronicles of Dreding. How are we doing today?
We're doing fine.
Doing great, doing
Doing great.
fantastic. Yeah.
Doing
Hang
great.
out.
All right. Well, we are going to get started with a little character introductions if we want to get going. Let's go top down. Let's go with you first, B.
Okay. Can I take a pen?
Pass.
Can we
On
have
to the next.
someone? Yes,
Zach.
thank you.
Okay. Well, my guy's name is Zach, and I'm Zach. But anyways, a little bit about my guy. He grew up, kind of in a mixed family. He is noble born from his mother's side, but he doesn't really know who his father is. Growing up, he always kind of had his face covered with a bucket because one time at his paladin school, everyone basically said like he had a cursed face, and so he just assumed his face was cursed, and so he covered his face with a bucket to protect everyone else from himself. And so a lot of his character kind of revolves around selflessness, and that kind of started at a young age when he again wanted to protect everyone from him. So my guy has a bucket on his face. Hopefully he'll get a helmet. And yeah.
Awesome.
Is that a character thing? I don't know. Do I need more?
Over for now. Yeah, bucket until we get a helm. Okay. All right. Next up, we got Anthony. What you got?
All right, yeah. So my character's name is Venzana Elrin. He's a half elf. Knows magic through sorcery. His mother, Shannara, is elven, full elven, and was cursed by a red dragon 2 generations back because the family refused to give up a family heirloom. This was hundreds of years ago. He is the second-born son of Shannara and my father, who I did not name. My father, who is noble, Lord Elrin, or the noble Elrin.
Yeah, Baron.
Baron.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Baron Elrin. As far as the rest of my family, I have an older brother and I have a sister who was recently afflicted with I don't remember exactly what it's called. However, she suffers from an affliction. She was bit. She was infected.
Is she a vampire?
Not quite.
Oh.
She is quarantined at the home where my parents take care, and I am out and about trying to figure out if there's a cure or any way to help her through this.
Awesome. Yeah. We'll probably roll back the like when she was a bit thing. We'll probably play around with that, but That's think
fine.
With Matt's character spending more time with your family probably works better. But Matt, why don't you go ahead and introduce your character to us then?
Yeah, I'm playing Caliban Graves, a Goliath blood hunter, exiled from his order, and now a butler for Anthony's family. I've been working as a butler for a few years now, for I think most of your life, Anthony. Here, just like a guy in his like 40s to 50s, currently serving as a butler.
Awesome. And then back to you, B.
Great. Okay, so my name is Mirai, and unfortunately, at a young age, around 10 years old, my whole entire family got slaughtered by a certain individual. So I spent my time training and searching him down to kill him, and I did successfully, and now I am wandering the lands because I'm trying to figure out some meaning to my life.
Dang, Mr. Tall, Dark, and Brooding over here.
What are you talking about?
He is Batman.
He is Batman.
Yeah.
Bro.
He's like Batman mixed with like freaking Sasuke over here.
Awesome.
Was it your brother Itachi?
What was that, Matt?
Did I have a brother named Itachi?
Oh.
How interesting. I actually did. That's crazy.
Oh!
No, I
Wow.
Awesome. Well, I think the plan is for all of you to have at least met at some point in life. Zach and sorry, I'm gonna have a while to learn names. Zach and Venzana.
Mm-hmm.
Zach and Venzana probably know each other from like primary school or something like that, when they're like learning their ABCs. Bucket Boy was always that kid that was bullied a little bit, but you always took a little bit of pity on him, Venzana. And now he's like this strong warrior paladin guy that you know around town. He probably accompanies you out on your hunting trips every once in a while because you guys, kind of had this little bit of friendship in childhood. And he went off and went training, came back to the town, and he's still a relatively good fighter and a good hunter / warrior, whatever. So I would say
He's noble as well, right?
yes, he is noble born as well.
Okay.
And then
I'm a shunned noble born though, because we don't know who my father is, so nobody loves me.
Mirai, we are probably having you either associated or affiliated with Zach a little bit in some way, somehow. Maybe we'll leave that blank for now, but you see these two kind of around town, out and about together quite a bit. But yeah, setting our campaign setting, we are in the world of Vord, the continent of Dreding, the country of Vifia, the county of Antedence, and the barony of Yorwood. We are playing in this small little area down in the woods of Antedence. We are somewhere in here. I have not exactly gotten maps all settled for that, but we are in a wooded area, rich with wildlife, a little bit of goblins and so on and so forth in those woods. But usually kept at bay, not traveling too far north because of the deserty conditions as you go more north. So yeah, that is our basic setting that we are going with. The barony of Yorwood is our home that we all live in, I guess. Yeah. We are picking up around the new year. Every year during this long stretch of period of peace in this continent, there is a World Congress in Rakeland. This is the the capital of the Elven area of Dwarven area of this continent. So all of the other countries will kind of meet up here in Rakeland, and they will have a little World Congress, or what they see as the world, their immediate world. And so during this time, all of the big people, you'll have your kings, your queens, your barons, baronesses, counts, countesses. Almost all of them, if they have some bit of importance, will come. A few barons won't come here and there, but for the most part, almost everybody goes to this World Congress. This year, it is the 50th anniversary of a year of peace, so it is a pretty big deal, and almost everybody's in attendance. Most people don't bring their like families and whatnot to these things. It's usually like usually just those leaders, and then maybe their wizards or advisors and so on and so forth, and then maybe like a small squadron of soldiers and so on and so forth. So usually they'll kind of meet up in either the capital and head out, or they'll head out in the most strategic way, right? So we are picking up on the night of that World Congress meeting. All the barons, baronesses, so on and so forth are out of their cities, and during that night, we will kind of come in with Venzana studying in his tower. What are you looking at in the books, Venzana?
Reading on, I guess, ancient curses and afflictions.
Cool. Well, why don't you go ahead and make our first roll of the campaign, and why don't you just make me an investigation check?
Yeah, I know how to do that. 20.
Of course. We've done this millions of times.
Of course, yeah. No, gotcha. Strong
Let's
roll.
let's
to this
see.
game.
Yeah. Let me get my dice out. Somewhere. See all the dice, but no tray. There's the tray.
Jeez, no wonder I'm not getting anywhere with this. Investigate this book.
Investigate these nuts. Sorry.
And that's
Yeah.
all he learned from said book.
This specific book you grab is actually curses like given to people by gods, right? Sometimes in jest, sometimes in bad ways, I guess, in malintent. So this book specifically calls out the gods and how they have cursed people throughout time and so on and so forth. And then you'll get to a certain part of the book that calls upon that mentions that these gods come down to the earth sometimes and inflict these people, usually kind of symboled through these comets coming down. So you'll see comets cast down from the skies and hitting the earth and so on and so forth. Usually when one of these gods comes down, their constellation that is in the astral plane above you guys disappears for that period of time that they're on the prime material plane, right? So that's just kind of one of those notes that you kind of pick up from that book.
Okay.
Cool. Sorry, names are gonna be so hard to get here. All right, Caliban, what is your role when the master, or the master's son, he is in the library studying? What are you usually doing at this time?
Yeah, I think that this time of night or this time of eating, whatever he's doing this, I think I'm constantly trying to check in like a mom, like, hey, do you want any snacks, bud? Do you need any snacks? What do you tea? I'm checking in. I think more so make it seem like I'm offering him food, but really just trying to see what he's actually doing. Trying to keep an eye out for what he's actually reading as well.
Okay. Why don't you make me a perception check while you're kind of glancing over your shoulder every time you come and pop in the room and see those book spines, titles of the books.
Let's do it. With my -1 to wisdom, let's see how this goes. All right. Roll perception. And that will be, actually, I have a 0. Let's see.
Great net.
All right.
18. Yeah, awesome. That will work. Yeah, that book that he picked up is definitely about curses and so on and so forth. You kind of infer that the reason why they're kind of looking into these things. Almost all the books on like the desk at this time are like about curses or like inflictions given upon people and so on and so forth. You'll see even like a book on like poisons and like poisons and remedies and stuff like that. Yeah.
I think as I see him reading that, I think I would casually just ask, young master, are you sure your father would want you reading these types of tomes?
I'm sure my father gave me access to his library. I'm not sure if there's any books here that are off limits at this point.
Yes, sir, but have you gone outside at all today? Have you touched grass?
I'll touch grass when we figure this out.
Very well, sir. Very well. I think at that point I would just exit and go about my business in the manor.
Awesome. Yeah, it is coming towards like that, like later in the night period of time. So sun's probably been down for like maybe an hour or so already. So you probably have a few like chores to do around the house, cleaning, maybe prepping beds for people to be ready in. Are you specifically like the butler for the son, or do you kind of like work for the whole family?
Yeah, I think that I'm assigned do butchering things like the whole family, but I think I'm assigned mainly to the son, right? Mainly to like his bodyguard / butler. This is a like 7-foot tall Goliath with rippling muscles. I mean, like jacked and juicy, in a tight suit.
That'll work.
They call him the butler.
Yeah, luckily with this new year, you are kind of coming off of a fresh moon cycle. So there's not a whole lot of like specific like duty stuff you need to be doing, But yeah, we are, I think, good here. The studying is happening. The chores are being done. What about Zach and Mirai? Where are you guys at this time? Or are you guys by yourselves? Or how's y'all's evenings usually going?
So at least for Zach is probably in the forest training, doing his nightly workout regime,
Okay.
separate from his morning
Jesus.
workout regime and his afternoon workout regime. But yeah, he's doing his nightly workout regime.
You take any
where he,
breaks, sir?
Yeah. You know, I gotta make sure that bucket fits snug on my neck. So I gotta make sure it's nice and girthy. But yeah, so Zach is doing his nightly workout out in the forest, right outside of Antidence. And yeah, he's probably gonna sleep either in the trees, or he's gonna finally go back to his mother's house that he inherited after she died.
All right. What about you, Mirai? Are you watching these ridiculous training sessions every part of the day? Or are you out and about? You sleuthing? Are you catching a drink? What are you up to?
So I am. So I can't join in on his nightly workout routines or training routines because I think he's absolutely ridiculous training at all times during the day. So I decided to take a walk and try to keep my mind off of trying to go get an ale, and try not to get extremely drunk tonight. So walking along the shores at the edge of the forest, listening to the waves crash and trying to can't sleep, so I'm walking until hopefully I find somewhere nice to rest my head.
Okay. And where have you been staying while in this town? Are you like permanently residing here? Or is this still a temporary place for you? Or are you just kind of finding your way?
It's been temporary. Ever since I left my family home, I've never really felt I never felt like that was home anymore, and I never felt like I had any other home. So most of the time, I end up sleeping in the trees in the forest. Find a nice, secure place where it's nice tucked away. No one will find me in the middle of the night.
Okay. So when you do have money, you do go into town, you do grab a drink or grab some food, maybe a night in a bed every once in a while, but for the most part, you're, what am I looking for? Not a hermit.
Onin. No?
Meh.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to think of like the name of the people that travel like town to town.
Nomad.
Nomad. There we go. Yeah, a little nomadic in your nature.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Exactly.
All right. Awesome. Well, you will find a tavern if that's what you were looking for. I think that's what it sounded like.
I think you're trying to
I'm
avoid
trying
a
to stay
tavern.
away.
Oh, okay. So you're probably walking
Yeah,
outside of the
miles
town then, yeah? You
away.
kind of you left the town. You're kind of walking towards like the beach.
Well,
or something
I'm
like
kind
that,
of
or-
walking in. I'm trying to walk in the forest.
Okay.
I'm not. I want to sleep, but I'm not sleepy.
Gotcha. You're getting away from the city town or the city walls and whatnot. Okay. Cool. Why don't you go ahead and make me a perception check as you're walking around?
Right. I just realized. Okay. How do I do that?
Go to your character sheet. Open that up, and it's under skills. It'll be P for perception, wisdom based. So you'll see saving throws in that first little column, and then skills is below that. So it'll be with like you have the blue check marks on athletics and deception. It's below that.
And you said perception.
Yes,
Got
please. Awesome. 16 is fantastic. Yeah, you're gonna hear those loud thunks coming from your boy Zach. So if you actively want to avoid him, you could. If you want to go check out and watch his training, his dumb training, you can. You know where he's at. He's in that specific direction, and you can do as you like. But yeah,
I'm gonna avoid.
avoiding him for now. All right. You make note of where he's training at. Maybe a slightly different location than before. He's trying to let the trees heal a little bit or something like that. But Bucket Boy is in a certain spot that you know of. Probably a couple hours go by. Maybe 2 more hours into the night, closer towards like that midnight time period. And I will need perception checks from everybody.
Oh no. Is that a 1?
That
Did
is
I
a
roll a 1?
natural 1.
Ooh, spicy.
You would notice you got hit with a barn.
I mean, I am wearing a bucket.
Awesome.
We all
Maybe
got,
it's the
15 plus Jack.
Whatever we all noticed just hit you in the head, and you had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nani?
Maybe it's that moment, where you're trying to like wipe the sweat from underneath your bucket. You lift it up a little bit. Your eyes are kind of covered while your hands underneath like a cloth or something like that. But you see absolutely nothing during your training period. Maybe you're taking a break. Maybe you're just really into your training. But everyone else, you guys are going to notice these series of comets coming down. There's 4 massive comets coming down from the astral plane. These comets are headed a little bit more eastward of you guys. It doesn't look like they're coming towards your part of the continent. But maybe 5 minutes passes, 2 minutes passes, something along that line, and all of a sudden these little itty bitty comets start to also begin to fall. One here, one there. They're falling everywhere around the continent. They're falling at great speeds, and Anthony, I can't remember names anymore, Venzana. You'll remember that passage in your book about the gods coming down. You'll look up for those constellations that I mentioned before. Those constellations are all still intact. These 4 massive comets are a little suspicious, but these smaller ones are just kind of weird. Like there's not enough gods in the universe for there to be all these different comets coming down. Yeah. Everyone kind of notices this at the same time. Caliban, would you be seeking out someone else's attention, or are you kind of taking in this moment in awe?
I think when that happened, my first thought, especially after seeing that book that young master had, I think I would run back to the library and see if he's still there. Make sure that he hasn't gone anywhere.
I believe so.
Do you
He might
speak
be-
giant, or is there a Goliath specific language?
I speak common, and I think I speak giant as well, but I do speak common.
Okay, cool. Sorry, just offhanded. But anyway, back to the library.
Yeah, I believe he's still there. You can run upstairs or run up to wherever, and you'll see him there. Probably peering out the window at this time, watching the comets or the stars.
Night of all nights to read this book.
Very true, sir. Very true. And night of all nights to stay indoors, isn't it?
For now, what do you make of this?
Well, let's see. I have some time, but I'm not quite sure. Can I make like a history check to see if I know anything about this?
Sure.
Or, like,
Go ahead.
I recognize it. Quick question for you. Would this have anything to do with like fiends or undead related things, or is this just general?
No, just natural roll.
Okay. Perfect. Just making sure. All right, let's roll.
Yeah,
Out of the
you're.
squad.
Yeah, there's like rumors in like the Goliath herds and so on and so forth of like these great moments in time where the gods come down. But they mentioned like these massive like meteors and stuff like that. This doesn't appear to be that. It's like a lot smaller of things. There's those like 4 bigger ones, but from what it appears, it's nothing like I guess like crazy supernatural. But this is like a rare occurrence where there's like tons of comets coming down, so it is strange.
Gotcha. No, sir. This is the first in my lifetime I've ever seen something like this.
think we should go check with my mother and see if she's seen this.
Yes, if she is awake, yes, sir.
Yeah, you guys can exit out and try and find. I already forgot her name.
Shannara.
Shannara. You can
Sounds
go
hot.
up. You wanna roll for your mom's hotness?
I don't know if there's a skill category for that.
We can give her
Born
a.
with it.
We can give her a
Perception check.
40 61. You know, give her the skill check for it.
I'm good.
I'm
If,
good for now. All right. I am the beholder. You know.
she's just mom.
She's just mom to you.
Yeah,
Understandable.
she is.
Caliban, if you would like to roll that. Oh, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
I was
Listen, I work here for a reason, guys. So just put that.
But yeah, you will find her, and she's up in her room as well. Also, it appears looking out her window at the moment. You guys can knock on the door, wait for your what is it? Invitation to enter, and so on and so forth. But yeah, she will gladly allow you to enter in. And yeah, she will talk to Venzana. Venzana, dear, come here. Witness this. It's a great moment in history.
Mother, have you seen this before? I
Oh,
was just reading about it in the library.
many centuries ago, but yes.
What happened the last time you saw this?
I've got to get history now. Hold on, I need books. I need sheets.
No need for a history check if you ask the oldest person in the room.
Exactly.
There you go.
Well, the great god Eltak came down one time, maybe 120 years ago. He left a great boon for the people, a weapon of sorts. When he came down, there was a cluster of stars around him, a cluster of comets that came down with him. It is said that there was a few other pieces of these weapons, a little bit smaller in strength, some jewelry, some armor, so on and so forth. For this to be a situation where there's a plethora of these smaller stars, it could be anything. It could be weapons, it could be small minor boons, or great powerful artifacts. It's hard to say. Those 4 bigger comets, that is harder to say what they could be. Perhaps other gods coming down, but it appears their constellations are still intact. It is a little mind-boggling for me too.
So there's gods and potentially weapons, boons, just objects coming down with them?
It's a great possibility, yes.
What happens next? Do people find these? Do wars start? I mean, what happened when Eltek came down?
He's a bit of a trickster god, they say. One of his paladins is only known to be able to hear truths and not hear lies. He plays these foul tricks on people that worship him. Some good, but a lot of the times for his own amusement. He likes to, in a way, grant these gifts, but also, in a way, make it a double-edged sword, right? A little harm for a little gain. Some of these might be created by other gods, though. They might be just good items or good equipment to obtain. This could easily be something that could cause wars to start between countries if these items fall in between borders and so on and so forth. I assume some people are going to know what this is from the history books, but it could be a while before any of them are discovered. It could be tonight that some of them are discovered. It depends.
I must go. Something might be able to help out my sister, who is currently nameless.
It is indeed late, though. Perhaps watch the stars. Take note of their path, their trajectory. try and plan it out on the map, and then head out in the morning. Take some of your friends, maybe take a few guards, and then set out.
Okay. Thank you, Mother. I will let you know what we find.
She'll nod.
All right.
Cool. All right. Why don't you make me one intelligence check and see if you can kind of pick out a few of these stars that look like they're coming your way. See if we can track them.
Hit intelligence save instead of intelligence check. I don't think it makes a difference, though.
Is it both +2?
It looks like it. I mean,
cool.
Yes.
Well, we'll keep the 10. The
Yeah,
10.
keep,
We'll
keep the
10.
12.
Yeah, we'll keep the 10. Cool. That should be good. Let me roll it just in case, though. Yeah, plenty. Cool. We are tracking a couple comments.
All right.
You'll get a total of 5 kind of smaller comets coming your way. It looks like one's going to kind of end up in the desert closer to maybe Antidents. And then there's probably like 3 that are going to end up in these woods that you guys are in. So maybe one closer towards the coast, and then maybe one further, and then definitely one's going to be like kind of on that iffy border of I already forgot this other country too. But whatever country this is to the south. I want to say Zlover, but I could be wrong. So whatever country this is to the south, it looks like there's going to be probably one like right on the border there. So what was that? Was that 4?
That was 4, yeah.
And we'll probably go with one more out in the desert, maybe north of Antidents.
Okay.
So you've got 3 in this forest area. Don't got too far to go. Let me see measuring wise. So you guys are kind of on the coast. You can definitely get to one if you wanted to tonight. It's just whether it's going to be safe or not. Definitely more dangerous to travel during the night. The other one might be about a day's walk for the second, and then that third farther one is definitely going to be more than a night out in the woods. Maybe a night in the middle, a night when you find the item, and then another night and a half back or something like that. So it'll probably be a bit of a journey for that furthest one.
Okay.
But yeah, you can kind of mark them down on a map that you have lying around in the library, most likely. And you can kind of notate it. Maybe it's a smaller little map of like the forest region that you have here. You jot down their locations where you're kind of projecting them to go. And yeah.
Okay.
Cool. They will be marked. Yeah. Is there a eagerness to go tonight, or are you willing to heed your mother's advice and wait for the morning?
Look, my mom's got a couple 100 years on me. I think she's probably got pretty good advice.
True. All right.
So,
then nighttime it is. I think we need to backtrack a little bit though and go towards Mirai and Zach. Definitely Mirai. Mirai, you get into this moment where you see these comments coming down as well. If you would like, you can go ahead and make me a history check.
Okay.
Sadly, you don't quite know what this means. You've heard a couple like things about like comets and their relationships to the gods, but that's kind of as much information as you have. You know they're god related. You know that Zach is a paladin. Maybe it draws you back towards him, or maybe you just don't want to see him swing at a tree for another like 3 hours. So it's up to you what you'd like to do.
So, as soon as I see them, I get chills run through my body and my hair's on end. And I notice one of the comets land in the forest south of Antidents. And I start immediately running towards it because I'm thinking like this is better than getting drunk.
Cool.
So start running, and then as I'm running, I kind of pass by where Zach's training, and I'm like, Zach, but I can't get his attention. He's training too hard. So I kind of
An
just,
at one.
I just, so I just kind of like, screw him, and just keep running.
Cool.
Yeah, Zach worked out a little too hard.
I was like,
Alright.
that dang buckethead.
All right. Okay. Yeah, you'll begin making your run there. It takes a while for it to come down and fully hit, so you're probably watching these like stars come down for a while. You aren't too sleepy or anything like that, so you did mention that before. You are wide awake. You have your stuff on you, you have your equipment. It is very easy for you to basically kind of wait for these things to fall. Once you see it's like definitely coming forward to that forest, you'll see it hit. And yeah, probably by this time, maybe Zach's already head back inside or something like that. And so you're running by his area, you don't see him, and you can kind of keep going from there. You yell his name a couple times, but yeah, by the time you make it to this area, the sun is probably beginning to rise. It's been maybe quite a bit of a run there. Why don't you make me a perception check as you're kind of getting close to this area where you predicted it to land? Wait, did I say perception? Yeah, perception checks. Perception and an investigation check.
Okay.
Dang, he's double checking.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you kind of get to
Maybe
this
I'm a
more.
little tired.
Maybe you get to this like little dense part of the forest, and with the sun kind of starting to come up, you do probably get a little tired or something like that. It's kind of hard with like you being kind of buried in all these trees to kind of see exactly like where this comet went. Take it as you will. Maybe you take a little rest here or something like that. But you can't quite determine where the location of that comet went.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely dizzy from looking up in the forest and running for this long and not getting any sleep. And with the sun rising, I basically stayed up through the whole night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So maybe you just kind of hop up underneath a tree or something like that. Maybe shut your eyes for a bit or something.
Okay.
Morning comes. Where is our Yorewood travel crew going? Venzana, you wake up. You probably are forced to grab Caliban.
Yep. Gonna grab Caliban, and my first thought is, we need to go find Zach. He would want to be here for this.
Awesome. Caliban, what's your view on this Zach guy? You've met him a few times. He always has a bucket on his head. They say he's a noble around town, but who knows?
Yeah, I think he's a bad influence on the young master for sure. This dude worked
Your
out way
opinion,
too
man.
much. It for sure is like, I think for me, I'm like, anyone who works out that much has to be hiding something or something wrong. You know, they're compensating for something. I think he's like what Caliban thinks about, even though he himself is like 250 pounds of like just pure jackness, naturally, of course.
Of course.
Naturally.
Yeah, it's like your perspective is like if you have to work for it, you probably don't deserve it. You know, right? It's like you should be blessed with it. You know?
Exactly.
Nothing in that bucket except head.
All right.
And that's why he's a bad influence on the young master.
So maybe you roll your eyes a little bit, but you know that these guys have been friends for a while, and you appease your master, and you get his stuff ready. Maybe saddle up a couple tents for yourself and him, a couple bedrolls, whatever you guys have laying around the manor, and you guys can head out into town. Grab Zach up. Probably grab up like one more like 0th level fighter, just like your kind of guard guy type guy. And you guys can head out of town.
Zach, have you seen Mirai?
I have not seen Mirai. So by the time Mirai ran past where I was working out, I had already gone back inside or gone to sleep.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably pretty fair. You didn't notice the comments at all. You probably walked into town and you see all these people kind of like staring up at the sky, and you're like, man, people are weird today. And then you just walk back home and went to
Man,
bed.
it must be plastered.
Yeah, I was dog beat tired from working out.
Yeah.
Spend it all.
Yep.
Sauna.
Yeah, usually
Sounds
if anything, it was a little
shit.
weird. Usually you kind of get a little harassed on your way into town. People are calling you Buckethead and stuff like that. But
Weird stares,
nobody accosts you this time. It's actually a pleasant night for you. Probably like one of your favorite nights. You got a good training session in. Nobody's ragging on you. You get a peaceful night's sleep.
Great.
Damn, I wonder why people aren't being assholes to me.
My life rules, guys.
Didn't look up once.
Bucket on my head and the world in front of me.
But yeah, you can find Zach. He can grab his stuff. Zach, what kind of armor you got on and whatnot? Did we already figure that out for you or no? Might be on your character sheet. Maybe not.
I have a lance.
You got chainmail. So.
Chainmail. There we go.
It doesn't take
Holy
too
no-
long to adorn it and doff it and so on and so forth. So yeah, you can have. Ooh, actually, I guess you don't really have any servants or anything, probably.
No, I don't. I definitely don't, because I'm kind of a disgraced noble.
Yeah.
So especially after my mother died, my house kind of went to shambles.
Yeah. After Venzana comes by, you like close the door after he tells you we got to go. And you like close the door, put on your chainmail, exit again with all your stuff, your bedroll, so on and so forth. Maybe you don't have a tent. Maybe you do have a tent. Kind of let you play with that.
I think we packed extra for him.
Okay, cool.
We packed extra.
Yeah. And Caliban, you're a big guy. You got big strength. You can probably hold a lot of the master's gear as well. Probably grabbed maybe like 3 or 4 rations for each of y'all for the days. And you guys can head out of town with your extra guard in tow. All right. Let me think of a roll to make sure you guys can get there. You guys already have it on the map.
Can I do a history roll to see if I know anything about these comets? I'm assuming I've already, at this point, not Vinyata, Vinsana? No.
Benzana.
Vinsana, I was so close. Vinsana has talked to me about these comets, and I want to know if my mother had ever mentioned any of these comets to me before.
Yeah, history check would be good for your mother. Religion would be good for just the general comments and everything like that.
So do I do both?
Whichever you prefer. Just one.
I'm gonna do religion, because I'm assuming some of my paladin training probably would have overlapped into some of the god stuff.
Yeah.
A -1 to religion.
Oh, damn it. I didn't see that. No. What kind of paladin am I?
That's what I was thinking.
The double intimidation and athletics
master.
kind, or double athletics and intimidation kind.
Damn, my meat
working out too much, man. You're training too much.
You believe in Korean Jesus? I mean, what's going on here?
Yeah, he mentions these comets and stuff, and you look up in the sky and it's bright out, and you're like, "What comets?" Like, this guy's a little crazy, you know. But he's a little crazy. You're a little crazy. Crazy likes crazy. You just nod your head and kind of go with it.
Well, that backfired.
But yeah, let's go. What do you think is an appropriate role to? You guys have a map with it marked on the map. I'm thinking survival for you guys to kind of track down these things. Maybe investigation. What is a good role you think here? I'll let you guys.
Sorry, is the map supposed to reflect where the dot is?
No. Venzana has a personal map on his character with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with the locations that he thinks that they fell.
Okay, sorry.
So Venzana, I'm assuming you have the map. Maybe you have someone helping you out here, but what check are you thinking? Probably give you advantage on it if someone's helping you out.
Yeah, I'm thinking let's try to go to the closest one because we got no idea what these things are. Don't know if it's a waste of time, so let's see what's out there first.
Yeah, I need a check for the
Yeah,
navigation.
I'm just trying to
there.
think.
I can do investigation. And with my
I'm-
background in older psych, maybe investigation check, or
I'm good with investigation. I mean, I'm thinking investigation or survival, but probably just to get there because like we were watching them, we're trying to pinpoint where exactly the path would have landed.
Okay.
So I'm
I
good
think
with that.
investigation's good, and it kind of helps you if you see like any broken trees and stuff like that. You might catch those tree limbs that broken. 14 with advantage if someone's helping you out, I think will be enough. You'll quickly get on the pathway. No horses that you guys have available at this time. A lot of the horses got taken up for the trip to Rakeland. So you guys are on foot, hoofing it. You guys will quickly get on the pathway. And why don't I get a perception check from the party to see if we can notice Mariah sleeping?
Passive or active?
Active. You guys are looking for this stuff.
Shit.
Oh.
So 22.
there you go.
Oh yeah, you're actively looking for these broken tree limbs and so on and so forth, and you'll see one of them. You'll start like looking in that direction of that broken tree limb, and you'll see like these like boots like laying underneath the tree. And yeah, you can approach the person under the tree if you like.
Wants to wake him up.
I guess so. Who rolled? So Anthony. So that would be Ven.
Right.
Gosh darn.
Venzana.
Venzana.
Probably
I'm
just
sorry.
gonna. No, you're good. You're good. Probably just gonna point him out to you guys. Be like, anybody else want to take this?
Yeah. So I see the boots and I recognize the boots. Because I've met Mariah a couple of times. Just in passing, because Mariah doesn't want to have anything to do with me. I don't know why. But I noticed that I've recognized those boots before, and I go over to the tree and I bang on the tree, and it jolts Mariah awake.
Got enough practice with the hitting trees, do you?
Heck yeah!
Yeah, and I come awake and I almost fall out of the tree branch. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like dead asleep because I ran all night. And I'm like, Zach, what are you doing here? Did you hear me last night?
No, I didn't even know you were around here.
He's like, yeah, they're comets were falling from the sky and I tried to track them down, but I couldn't find them. And I was way too tired to continue my search.
I don't know if or where the comets were, but I was told that they're around this area. So my party and I are going to be looking for them. You want to come with?
Yeah, let me put on my boots and I'll join y'all. Do any of y'all know what these comets might be?
Yeah. So I just happened to be reading an ironically timed book last night, and I believe that they might be gods or astral objects coming from the sky. They happened 120 years ago, and typically it's boons, weapons, objects, something just from the astral plane for us. So I tracked a few of them around us, and we wanted to check this one out.
Wow, boons, huh?
Boons.
That seems very interesting. Well, let's go check it out then.
Boons in the boonies.
Big boon, guys.
Love me some boonies.
Awesome. We can indeed check out things. I'm trying to get my map thing. Fuck. Why does not work? It doesn't like me. Oh well, We'll get it later. Yeah, you guys can continue on the pathway. You see those broken branches. You're not too far off. Mariah, it's maybe like an extra like 10-minute walk or something like that, and you'll start to see like the tree branches that Venzana, yes, we're getting there. Venzana points out, and you'll kind of realize that you're actually like relatively close. If you could just like push on just a little bit more, maybe you had like seen just that tree branch in the dark or something like that. You maybe could have found this before this big group of people does. But you guys will come across a small, like, little crater in the earth. But as you guys approach, you'll hear, like, a little bit of, like, chittering and chattering of some type of woodland creature. Why don't I get perception checks as you guys approach?
Awesome.
I have to be on the map.
Damn.
A nat 20. Let's go.
Oh,
Nice.
got my rest now.
Dude.
Turns out it's not
I
a
love
smart
it.
idea to run
There we go.
all night.
Awesome. Yes. There we go. Sorry. Yes, it appears that some goblins have definitely like beat you guys here. They are currently in the little hole, maybe like kind of excavating. It looks like, and like one of them has like a crude shovel of some sort, and he's like digging. You'll see like some dirt kind of getting thrown out, and so on and so forth.
How the goblins speak. Sorry, I keep asking this. I have 5 languages.
I tell them, like, wait, hold up. I think someone's already beat us here.
Because I'm still fairly new to the whole adventuring and going on my own thing. I'm gonna look over to Calvin and be like, "What do we do?"
Well, we have 2 options here. The first is we can turn back and go back home, or we can get the fun option and slaughter every last one of these little fuckers.
Mariah seconds that.
And how do we know that they're not just going to be willing to leave this be for us?
I think, like, as Calvin says that, you, Vizana, see, like, a look in his eyes that you don't really recognize too much, as he's, like, suddenly ready to attack. And he goes, "You can never really reason with a goblin. Anything that looks like them didn't be here at all."
Okay. Zach, what do
I
you
feel like
think?
Calvin really just wants to go in.
Calvin does what?
I said that it's just Calvin, like, very, like, his hands kind of twitching, like his blade hands kind of twitch, like he's reaching for his cautiously reaching for his blade.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Zach will just follow the group's like decisions. So, like, if we want to run, he'll be okay with that. But if we want to stand and fight, he will definitely fight with the team.
All right. You got it, Caliban.
I mean, does anyone want to try talking to these things, or
What do they
sneaking
speak?
up on them, get their look?
Well, once we decide to fight, Zach grabs the nearest branch and just chucks it at the goblins to provoke them.
Wait.
You just went.
Buckethead. Please.
Only after the group agreed, though.
True. Base. All right. Well, that will ruin our surprise. But I will.
This dude.
I will get our little battle map going, and we will get things started.
Sorry about not being a roll.
Zach, go ahead and give me basically just like a strength check. I think will work as your unproficient branch throw. Let's see if you can take out some goblins for your surprise round.
Shit.
Strength save and strength check the same, Zach? It should be the same, I think.
Yeah, I think they're the same
Oh, I'm
modifiers.
sorry. I didn't mean.
I don't think they're any different for you.
Oh, that's,
This
oh,
stuff.
that's stealth.
That's stealth.
It's the actual stat on the left. It should be the same though. But you rolled 16, so we'll keep the 16. Yeah, they're the same. Cool. All right, let me grab some goblins.
How many
Well,
goblins are
that
there?
stealth roll might be accurate.
You don't know, Zach. But there's definitely some now.
You said we were gonna fight.
I recently watched Goblin Slayer again, so now I'm like,
Oh gosh,
Actual
you
Matt.
really hate goblins right now.
you know, gotta get ready for season 2 to drop.
Oh yeah. That that show really put a new perspective on like, what's supposed to be the easiest monsters ever. Like you don't think about it, but dear lord.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's insane. Cool.
All right.
Yeah, I have expected. Oh, sorry. Go for it.
Very good.
I have expected Mariah to like try to sneak its way up there as we were just talking.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Oops.
Yeah.
We throw a log at some goblins. 18 being plenty.
I love it.
Oh god.
This first goblin taking a good old hit from a fucking rudimentary tree. Zach, go ahead and roll me like a 2d4 plus 2. Let's give you that for a tree branch throw.
2d4?
Yeah, and that too. 7 damage to the goblin. Not terrible. Not the worst we've ever seen. But we will go ahead and roll into initiative as we get into here. So go ahead and click your tokens, and there should be either a way of activating initiative. Fuck, where's it at? There should be like an initiative at either the top of your page or something like that, and it should automatically roll it.
You wanted to send the results of this roll to the turn tracker, but no valid token was selected.
Yes, you gotta click on your token first.
Where the hell is my damn token?
That's alright. I have not. Oh fuck. Sorry, I didn't assign you tokens yet. Whoops. This is Vanzana, controlled by Vanzana. Save. This is Mirai, controlled by Mirai. This is Caliban, controlled by Caliban. If you guys already rolled it, I'll add it in. Don't worry about it. This one is Zach.
There it is. Okay.
There we go. And then Anthony, I will go ahead and do that. Oh, also, if you guys want, at the very bottom, you should have a little drop down in the chat. You can also select your character name to roll as instead, so it doesn't have your human names, you know?
Oh, that would be helpful.
Oh. Awesome.
Wait, so do I need to roll again?
No, you're good. I got it. Zach with the 12.
Oh my god. Am I moving first, guys?
That's a lot of damn goblins.
Yeah, I feel like I shouldn't have thrown that log.
Hindsight's
I love
2020, ain't it?
Turns out my perception 1 roll is permanent.
Not like you have fireball yet, you know? Massive fireball at everybody, and we're good to go.
Yeah, let me take a look at what I got here.
Yeah. Oh man, bad time to have a party of all of like melee characters in one spellcaster.
But hey, 7 damage on the tree roll isn't terrible. There's a good chance you just kill the thing, you know? Let's see if it makes it through. We got 2, and we got 3. It does kill the first one.
Hey, there we go.
Hey.
First one does go down. We will just go ahead and delete him from combat for now. Let me make sure this lines up on the screen. Okay, yeah. All right. We'll just go ahead and delete him.
Are we to like the west of them?
Yeah, a little northwest of them.
Northwest, okay.
And we'll go ahead and add them to the turn.
Oh, okay, I see them. Okay, I see us now.
Yeah. And they've got a +2 to their initiative. So I've got a 20, a 19. These guys are fast. Another 19.
Wow.
13.
Our party can't roll for shit.
7.
Are you sure
Roll
these
for
are
initiative, even
goblins
though
and
we
not
noticed
I
elves?
was about to sneak up on them and then was stunned by the
Nobody
tree
was
bird.
ready. Nobody was ready for this except the goblins.
I think I have too many missions on here.
I was totally down to like kill them all, but the sneak would have been great.
All right.
The tree branch is hilarious though. That was so funny.
All right. A few of these goblins are going before the rest of our party. Let me get some.
Easy. All right.
Skirmish.
Zach, I got some things to teach ya.
The game.
So much regret.
All right.
This is
Switching
why I
to
wear a
music.
bucket.
We'll get
It's
some
not curse, it's shame.
battle music. Sorry if the audio is too loud. Feel free to adjust it. If you guys don't hear the battle music, you should get the audio on so you guys can hear the battle music because it's fun. All right. We'll have this close goblin going first with his little rudimentary dagger. Goblins are pretty short creatures, so
How much is 1 square worth of space?
5 feet. So if you click on Roll20, you can drag a token and you can right click to kind of show the distance. So if you like kind of look at how I drag and drop, that's how you'll kind of show it. So you hold left click, and then you can right click to like go space by space on the tokens.
Okay, I see.
But yeah, he'll use his whole movement to kind of get in a good enough position facing you guys with a little bit of cover from the trees. We are friends, and friends stick together. As the next one goes, and then the next guy will go as well. Probably the other side of the tree. Oh, you know what? Nah. He'll get behind this little tree over here. And then we got one more buddy to go. As they stick together. Alright, Zach, tree boy. First to go.
Branch boy.
Branchy boy.
Boy.
You're branch
So at
boy.
this point,
No longer bucket boy.
no longer I evolved. I have even more wood.
But bucket boy did evolve to branch boy.
Branch boy. So at this point, do I have my lance?
We talked about horses for lances for now,
Oh.
I believe, right? Because it's a two-handed. Is it two-handed?
Yeah, I thought I was gonna.
I guess you could two-hand in normal combat if you'd like the lance here. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was gonna ram a lance through one of these goblins.
Go for it. Two-handed.
So how do I? Oh, that's not right.
I
that's
don't.
You're
if I-
right.
Oh no.
He jumped on top of him.
How do I do the little line thingy?
So you can hold the token and then click right, and you can like go space by space if you need, basically. And so it should draw up like a little line as you draw like square by square. So each time you right click, you'll kind of move it a little spot, or you can just go square by square. Each square is 5 feet. And so you have 30 movement in an attack if you'd like. That's
Yeah, I'm
enough.
not getting it. Is that doing it?
So you'll hold left click on the token, and you'll right click to start showing the line. So hold left click on the token, then click right, and you'll see like a little line pop up as you like move the token around.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, and then if you like want a little point, you can like go like one space down, click on that square, and then you can move forward with like right click that square.
It is not liking this.
That's fine. That's 10 movement. That's 15 movement. You're within range.
Can I ram him?
You can ram 'em.
I
You
would
have
like
it
to
in
ram 'em.
your thing. Do we give you attacks yet? I don't think I give you attacks yet.
Probably
I didn't
not.
give you attacks yet. What is a lance 5e?
1d12, I think.
It's 5e dual wielded off of a horse.
Giving I would like to buy a Val energy.
Piercing
Yeah.
martial lance 4d12. Yep, 1d12 damage. So just go ahead and give me your proficient weapon attack. So just go ahead and give me a strength check, and we'll add 2 to it. So if you could just click strength at the top of your page, the stat, that'll work.
Damn.
21.
That's
23
pretty good,
to hit.
right?
That's very good. It's a
Yeah.
nat 19, almost the first nat 20 of the game. Or did we already had a nat 20, didn't we? Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
second.
Yeah, I got nat 20.
First nat 20 attack. But yeah, you grab that spear, you run 15 feet forward and thrust it into the goblin. Go ahead and give me 1d12 plus 2. If you want, you can just roll me the d12 on the little dice thing. Cool. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Is that bad?
That is fantastic.
Love it.
I don't even
You
have
have a
to
new goblin-shaped ornament on your
Yeah.
lance.
straight through the skull of the goblin, the soft part between its mouth. It starts gibbering at you, and you thrust the spear through its mouth, straight out the back. I believe that is it for your turn.
Sweet.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm done.
Cool. Calvin.
All right. I'm going to turn to the young master. I'll say, stay here, please, sir. Ask him to kind of stay out of harm's way. Then I'm going to move. Look ahead, despite being annoying, is a very capable fighter. Like, I definitely respect his fighting style. I feel like we've probably trained together before, too. If you grew up with the young master. So I'm going to my axe out of my back, and then I'm going to slice my hand just a little bit, activate my Crimson Right for my bonus action, so I'll take 2 points of damage. Activate my Crimson Right, so now my axe kind of glowing with blue aura, kind of like a frosty mist comes off of it. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to move all the way to here, and I'm going to attack this goblin right in front of me.
Do it.
Alright, +5 to hit. Does what's the guy, 10? Does 10 hit?
10 will not hit.
No. Yes, I think I want like very much somebody more of a young master to swing wildly and miss. Yep, and that will be my turn then.
Alrighty. Try and get HP on your tokens. Alright, next up is Venzana. You were told to sit back and wait as you see your Goliath butler bodyguard thing guy go forward, swing wildly, and not even make contact with his target.
I've never really been one to listen. Shoot. I want to move the other direction. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, gonna stand here, and I'm going to cast Burning Hands, which is each creature within a 15-foot cone must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
So, hoping to cast it, I don't know how to, but like kind of in this direction, so I avoid smacking into Caliban with it.
Where are we going? If you just like hold left click, you'll ping like where you're trying to go. There's also a new way of
Kind of
doing
like
it.
center it around here, so that the cone is
Cool.
from here to here-ish.
Yeah,
But-
so you're going cone 45 degree. Cool. Alright, so you are trying to go
I got a DC 13 dexterity saving throw on them.
15
and-
feet from you, so you're trying to go like here-ish.
Yeah.
Did that show?
Mhm.
Cool. Alright, if you click the measure tool, there's a little like linear thing on there. You can switch it to cone and it'll show where you're trying to aim. But
I
there,
don't even know where the damn measure tool is.
it's above the dice. There's a little like ruler.
This thing that says snap
Ooh.
to center.
The line part, you can switch it to cone.
Line, cone. Where the...
Top left of the little pop out.
I might have a different pop out than you have.
Yeah, I think
Gotcha.
we have a different pop out. I'm not.
There should be the shape and grid snapping. No.
Mm-mm.
I
Nope.
have snap to
corner,
center,
no
snap to
snapping.
corner, and no snapping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys don't have the update yet. Then I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe
But,
maybe
sure.
got to pay for that.
Potentially.
All right.
So yeah, we know where my cone's going.
Yeah, cone going that way. Slight chance that you maybe get the tree, but that's okay. You know, there's enough people here.
Yeah,
to
I
put out a
moved
tree.
here specifically to not hit the trunk.
Yeah. It's fine. So yeah, we're going for those goblins. Go ahead and give it to me real quick. DC 13 dex save. Otherwise, take 9 damage. First one is going to be a 6 plus 2 for an 8. Fail. And the next one is even lower. So we are good. Both of
Yeah.
them will take the 9 damage. There's a slight chance that they maybe live. 1, 6, and 9. Perfect death. 5 and 3 for an 8. So both will go out. Both getting knocked out. 1 at 0.
I had that, sir.
I could see that,
Need a
Caliban.
stretch. You know I need a stretch nowadays.
Getting a little rusty in your old age.
Would you like to use more of your movement, or are you done, Venzana?
I'm gonna pull just a little bit back.
All right.
How do
Cool.
Friggin', come on, I know how to.
Left click the token first. Oh, you're on measure. You have to go up to the select button again.
Damn it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull back now because Caliban did ask that I stay back.
He did indeed. We will have one guy post up here. You'll see him draw his blade and ready an attack. And same will happen here. This guy will move to here. And this guy will back up his buddy over here. And then this guy will do the same. All right, Mirai, you are up.
Very cool. Did the one at 0? He's still alive, right?
He's technically unconscious. He's dying.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So I am going to, and they're aware of us, so I don't have advantage on roll, correct?
Correct, but you can take an action to hide, I believe.
Yeah, I think I can take an action to hide after I take my turn.
Gotcha. You have cunning action already? Yes, it looks like you do.
Yes.
Yeah, cunning action, you can use your bonus action to hide. So you can use your movement to... You can use a bonus action whenever you want. So if you want, you can hide now, and then you can move, and then you can go up for your sneak attack if you guys can get into range. They might be out of your range, I'm not sure. It looks like they might be close enough for you to get to.
I think they're in... I think he's in range.
So you can move 30 feet and still attack. Cunning action, you can double your distance, I believe, technically. But you wouldn't get the hide action.
Right.
Good question.
What's up?
Would he get part of the sneak attack too? Would he still be able to get sneak on the one by Zach because he's within 5 feet of an enemy?
Oh, sorry, I totally missed that one that was there. Yeah. Yes, you. Anytime you have advantage on an attack roll, so if you are flanking with the one with Zach.
Yeah.
So if you get on the other side of him here and you attack, you'd have your sneak attack damage as well.
Oh, okay. Even if that first orc is dead? Or goblin?
Yes, the advantage is you're getting an advantage on the attack because Zach is flanking with you, so he's imposing a threat on the other creature. So if you can draw like a line through things like here to here, then yeah, then you are good to go.
Oh, okay, I understand. Okay.
I believe it's been a while since I've had a rogue in the party, but I believe any advantage is sneak attack capable. So he is within range here. I totally forgot that there's one over here. So my bad.
There. And then I'm going to attack that goblin with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to do... I click this?
Okay. Rapier will work. The 20 will hit.
And then
So if you click on the chat, you can just
roll
click
a
the
d6.
yeah, you could if you click on the chat, you can just click on the rapier there and it'll roll the damage as well. Why did it roll a 0? Maybe it's not set up right. Yes, it is not. Is it 1d6?
1d6, yeah.
1d6 plus strength, I believe, or is it dex?
I think it's strength. Yeah, it's strength.
If he wants to use sneak attack, it has to be Dex because
okay.
Ness for the rapier.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So rapier can be dex based. Yes. Yes,
sir.
All right, 1d6 plus dex. And okay, now it should work. I think you can maybe click it again. If not, you can. Yeah, there we go. Cool. 6 damage there, and then you can add another 1d4 for sneak attack. I believe.
1d4. Okay.
Be 1d6.
1d6. Correct.
Oh, 1d6.
Yes. So we'll get rid of the attack there. 1d6.
I changed it.
A bonus there. And good. Alright. Cool. 1d6. Yep. That'll work. 10 damage. It's my chance he lives. 3. 1. He'll die. Even before the sneak attack damage and stuff. He will be slewed. We have one more goblin yet to go. He will get to here, and you will lose sight of him. Alright. Our unnamed 0th level NPC, he's gonna charge in here. And he's gonna take 2 attack opportunities. I don't know why he charged him. Oh, is there charging 5? They're charging 5 here. Charging 5e. Charge 5e variant rule. Cool. So if you can get to 10 foot straight away. It's too hard. Alright. He moves into range, thinking that these small little goblins are going to run away from him, but they attack him instead. Ready attacks will go off. It will roll to hit. Nat 1 on the first guy. Second guy will go for a 19 to hit. And a 7 on the damage. This guy, how much health does he have? 0th level NPC. I'm sorry, 0th level NPC. You cannot handle goblins.
No.
Oh no.
Not
I'll
our
always
NPC.
miss what's his name.
I love you, Chad.
This guy will begin to die, and he will also get taken out of turn order. And turn, and we are back on Zach.
Oh really? Oh wow.
Back
That
on
was
Zach.
quick. And so again, to measure, I can go up to 30.
Yep.
Okay, so I see our NPC guy die. Oh, now I can't move.
You have
see
measure
my-
on. You have to move up to select little arrow.
I see our NPC guy. I see our NPC guy die, and I run over to his body, and again I thrust another javelin into the goblin who just killed him.
All right. Go for it.
And then is that just a strength check again?
Strength +2. Yeah. I can add
Oh, no.
that in. It will be a miss. This
It will be a
massive
big
spear
miss.
coming up in a little tight area. You step over the guy, not to like harm his body. You're in a weird straddle position with two hands on your lance, and you wildly miss.
Isn't this the second time that you've stood on something for this battle?
Possibly. 1d12. All right. Next turn, Caliban.
Awesome. I'm gonna go right up here. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Over in here. That's my 30 feet, and that'll be my turn. I
Okay.
can't do anything else.
Alrighty.
How far am I? 50, 45? Okay. That's good to know. If I cast a 5-foot cube of bonfire, can I do it like in between two enemy positions?
Yeah, I might give
Like,
them like
could I-
advantage on like a saving throw or something like that. But
So if I did it here and it was like I don't know, draw a shape, sure, and it was like that's my bonfire ish, then that's fine.
yeah, they might just have advantage on like if it's like a deck save or something like that, then they might get advantage. But
Okay, how do I delete what I just drew?
highlight and delete.
Yeah, sure, totally.
Scroll over it and you just click delete
Got it.
or swipe
All right,
over it.
I'll just firebolt it into this guy.
Sounds good. Line of sight.
Yep. Firebolt. Is it this one?
That looks like it worked. 18 will hit. You can click on in chat if you like. You can click the damage there, or you can click it on your character sheet. Either one should work. 8 damage. Chance he lives. 2, 1, dead. All right. Next up, unless you'd like to move, Benzana.
I'm pretty good with where I'm at.
All right. Next up is that guy. He's dead. Next up is this guy. He doesn't want to get closer to the fucking 7-foot tall guy. So he's gonna stay where he's at. He's gonna
Doesn't even need to roll for intimidation.
get some attacks off on Zachy boy here. I've got a 15 to hit, Zach. Does that hit you?
15 to hit? What does that mean?
What's your AC?
AC.
Armor class, it's up at the top.
Oh, 11.
That doesn't seem right with chainmail. What's chainmail give you? +4? Anybody have chainmail here?
Should be his dex score as well. Speeding +4 for his dex. Let's see.
You get dex with chainmail?
Yeah, your armor class. His AC should be 16 if he has chainmail on.
Yep, flat 16. We will change that for you, Zachy. Armor class 16. So my 15 will not hit. You'll feel the blade strike across your chest, but it'll glance off from the rings.
We'll take it.
You know what? This guy, he's not feeling the fight. He's just gonna begin heading out. You know, he's leaving.
Not worth.
Not worth. But this guy, he likes his chances. He's gonna get around Zach.
How far did that guy go?
30 feet, and then he went behind a tree, and then you lost sight.
Okay, fine.
This guy, nat 17 on the first dice. Second dice is lower. 17 will come up to a 21. We'll hit you there, Zach. I have a d6. It will hit you for 4 damage, Zach. So if you like, you can click on your token. You can just write it from there.
I think I did it.
Yep. Mirai, you are up.
Okay. Real quick, I don't remember adjusting my armor class. It's 12 right now.
What'd you get? Do you have like leather armor?
Yeah.
Just standard leather?
Wait, no. Let me. Light armor.
that could be
Armor gives you 11.
I do have. Yeah, sorry. I do have leather armor.
Cool. It's gonna be 11 plus your dex mod.
Okay.
What's your
which
dex?
is 2. Okay, so it should be 13.
13.
Okay. Cool. Okay. I'm going to do.
Is Anthony our tankiest person?
I'm gonna go ahead and take my cunning action and hide, and then move. Let me see here. Right here. And attack him with my rapier.
Okay.
21. Does that hit?
Yep, 21 will hit.
Probably.
You'll get the sneak attack damage.
Wait. D6. And then D6.
Awesome.
Damn.
11.
Don't think there's a chance of him living unless he gets 2 6s, but 1 6. Not another 6 though. He will fall.
Heck yeah.
Or she. Could be she goblin. You don't know.
They will fall.
Yeah. They will fall.
Awesome. I believe that is it for your turn, unless you would like to use the rest of your movement.
I will take. Sorry, not that way. This way. And I'll finish my turn.
All right. Sounds good. All right. And our soldier is no longer there. We come up on Zach. One last goblin that you can see.
Well, I missed the first one, but I'll surely get the second one with my javelin. Or
Go
not
for the
javelin,
javelin.
my lance.
Lance.
So,
Perfect.
excuse me. So I'm gonna attack that other goblin with the lance again and ram him through, or at least that's the hope.
Do you think?
And again, it's just a strength check, right?
Yeah, it's on your character sheet now. You can go ahead and just click the Lance button if you like. I'll give you another roll if you like. There we go. 17 will hit. You can go ahead and click Lance on the chat or Lance on the right side of your character sheet, and it should give you the damage. Boom.
Oh,
Wow.
Another near max damage roll with no chance of a goblin surviving. I'm on the wrong layer.
Yeah, lance.
No need to even roll his health. He is gone. And yeah, for all you guys know, these goblins are gone and dealt with. Maybe. Possibly.
Perchance.
Perchance.
Hurrah.
Alright. We can hop out of combat. We can explore the hole if we like. We can loot the goblins if we also like. Chop them up, make them into jerky, do whatever you like. It is your world.
For the job, is goblins edible? Is that a thing?
Technically, like, everything's edible. It's just whether it tastes good or not, you know?
Oh.
and socially acceptable.
That too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a disgraced noble, I guess I should probably try to act socially correct. So I will not eat the goblins.
Not eating goblins. Understood.
Yep.
Alright.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
I will go
Look at
ahead
this.
and loot.
Alright, you can begin grabbing some of the little bits of coinage that these guys have on them lying around. Their weapons are pretty crude. Probably not worth keeping them and selling them. Their armor is just like pelts and whatnot. Also pretty crude. Pretty torn up and smelly. Probably not worth selling as well. But a little bit of coinage here and there. Some crude stuff that you might keep, little trinkets, little bone trinkets or something. But yeah, you guys can search the bodies as you like. All right,
Let me
Zach.
go investigate the whole search of the bodies.
Yeah, Zach, why don't you go back to that tree that you were just at real quick? Right about here, Zach. Still have a goblin in this tree coming down as he jumps down from the tree to attack you, Zach. What's up?
Oh, I was gonna say maybe could I do maybe a perception check to see if that goblin that ran off is still around?
Sure. This isn't the one that ran off though. This is the one that hit at the beginning of the round or beginning of combat.
Yeah.
He was just waiting for the first person to come by. He does hit a nat 16 on the die for a 28 on you, Zachary. He is going in for that damage. I've got.
Can I do my reaction to lower his roll with my blood maledict?
Yes. How close do you have to be? Any closeness?
30 feet? Am I in 30 feet?
Looks like it.
Awesome. So subtract 1d4 for that roll.
All right. Well, you're no fun. My 7 goes down to a 1d4. Go ahead and roll it.
Yeah. All right. Roll back. Maybe one goes like this. 1, 4. Let's see.
Ah, yes.
Never
6 damage, Zach, as the goblin
no.
jumps from the tree and comes down on top
Tried.
of you.
Thank you.
And Mariah, you can go ahead and make that perception roll.
I mean, do you need to perceive now there's a goblin here?
Oh, yeah, there's a goblin right in front of you attacking Zach, your buddy.
I'm more worried about the one that ran away.
Yeah, you don't see the one that ran away. The one that ran away is either
Okay.
long gone or hiding very well. You know, green skin, green trees.
Technically,
True.
I do have a bucket on my head. That's kind of like armor for my head.
Yeah, he doesn't stab you in the head. He stabs you, like, right in, like traps. Like,
Oh,
Well, it makes
Yeah.
sense why you couldn't see him in the trees.
true.
Can we
Wait,
roll too?
So my initiative was next after Zach's. Can I run up and attack on that one? Or
We can indeed have you come in here. Yeah, that'll work.
cool, so right about here, as I'll run up and try to swing at this guy.
Go ahead.
Jeez.
If in that 20 plus 5 hit.
Oh, God.
Double your damage dice. I don't even think I need you to roll, but did this already have it? It does not already have it in there. Go
Is
ahead
that
and give me
24?
one more d8.
Oof.
That'll be another 6. So we're going for 18 damage there. And yeah, we didn't need to roll the extra one anyways. All right, he's gone. He's dead. All right, that goblin's body doesn't even like exist anymore. It's just gone.
thank you, sir.
There's a door in the place it used
Too
to
much
be.
damage.
Joe stretch first, guys.
Is your maledict still active too? So you did some elemental damage there too, or no?
I did extra 1d4 cold damage. Add to it.
What's that? Another 18 plus 1d4. Jesus. All right, let's see. I already forgot how many goblins there were. I think there's 10. 10 goblins notated. 1 ran away. All right, we'll write this down real quick. But you guys can approach the hole. There's still like a little crude shovel in there, and you can see kind of like the top of something coming out of the center of that hole.
Would I be able to use cure wounds to heal myself?
Possibly.
Or is there not really a point?
What's up, lay on hands? You can lay on yourself.
Yes, lay on hands is probably better. I don't think that's on your character sheet though. If you want to add it, you can. I'll get to it after the session. But currently, you're not in any trouble. We've probably got like another 20 minutes to the session, so I'll see if I can add it real quick. I just need to
Okay.
write down some
In that
numbers.
case, can I use detect magic?
You can indeed if you like.
Would that be useful?
Do you feel like it's useful?
I feel like it would be useful because we're trying to detect something.
Well, then go ahead and
Hey,
cast detect magic.
I will be right back.
All right.
How do I cast detect magic?
Go to your spells tab and click detect magic. And
that?
yeah, make sure you just mark down the spell slot. If it already didn't mark it down for you.
That? Oh.
Yeah, let me double check. So you see the slots remaining at the top. So if you click detect, oh no, that's just gonna post it in chat. If you can click the down counter on the spell slots remaining. So just click that. See what I did? Check. Yeah, maybe. No. See how it says slots total 2 and then slots remaining 2? Just click the little down arrow on the slots remaining. Cool. Yeah, you'll cast Detect Magic. One action. And yeah, you're gonna get a strong magical aura from that little piece that's sticking out of that little hole there.
Okay, so that didn't really help. Well, we did it.
Do a Arcana check on that hole. Are we hearing that he did the detect magic on there?
Arcana check. I mean, it's relatively natural hole. Arcana check's not gonna.
Investigation, maybe?
I mean, there's clearly something at the bottom, and there's like a little shovel. So if you guys want to investigate, like whether it's safe to go down in the hole or something like that, that's fine. Otherwise, it's just gonna be like this is what we were looking for, comment thing. Probably.
Well, let's see.
Who's getting in the hole?
I'm pretty interested in what boons we might find, so I'm gonna do an investigation check.
All right.
See if we can go down the hole.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You can see kind of like where these goblins step. There's a little like muddy footprints or whatever from the goblins. You can kind of see where they kind of stepped up and out. They kind of took like a little bit of like a diagonal path to kind of like go. It is a little bit of a steep hole, so you'll not want to go straight down in. Otherwise, you will probably slide. But you kind of want to like jog around like a little spiral to get down. But yeah, you can get down to the hole pretty easily. And you can continue digging out the object. It looks a little bigger than what's like popping out of the ground right now. It's still kind of buried under some dirt. You digging?
Do I need to do another? Yeah, I'm digging.
I just need you to tell me that you're digging. It's relatively loose dirt, and you can scrape out the rest of it, and you can pull out the bundle of cloth that's in this hole. It's like a little pile of nicely folded little thing of red cloth, like bundled up like with like some twine or some sort. You'll like kind of look around the like hole that this is in. You'll see like a lot of like burnt or scorched like rocks, but like these clothes don't have any singes on them or anything like that.
Okay, well I'm gonna walk back out of the hole
Yeah.
and bring the cloth over to the group here. And I'm a little nervous to open it up. So I shove it over to Galavan. What do we do?
With that cloth, could I unwrap it and do like a investigation check on whatever's ever inside?
Sure. Yeah, you can. As you like unwrap it or you cut the twine, you kind of like get out these fabrics. It's like 6 pretty large pieces of fabric. And as like you like pull them out, they're like it's just raw fabric. There's like it's not clothing of any sorts or anything like that. Zach, your detect magic is still going off, but each of these individual pieces is glowing with a pretty strong like magical presence.
Would I be doing any kind of check for that on the magic itself, or you just kind of see just pieces of rock at this point?
Do what?
Can I do any kind of check on like for those rocks, like Arcana or Investigation, or
On the rocks?
like you said, like the fabric, sorry, that you had.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. If you'd like, you can. You're not going to be able to get a whole lot. Magical items in this like kind of day and age are going to be pretty like rare. So like being able to like see something and be like, oh, it's this is going to be pretty hard to do. It's going to be like a identify spell or something like that, or someone with a lot of like magical experience, or like a book of magic items or something like that. So
+4 to Arcana would make you want to try, but I get you.
if you'd like to, you could. You might have heard something in your past or something like that.
Yeah. Well, let's go for it. See what happens.
All right, 13's not bad. Yeah, for magic on fabric, you know that like in the past, some big famous Goliath took down like these massive like cloud and fire giants, wearing like a big like magical piece of armor. So magic cloth, magic armor, maybe could be something along those lines.
Gotcha. All right. Having seen that, my first thought would be trying to split this up amongst us. Maybe like a way to add it to our own armors or things of that nature. To see, like, maybe say, Mirai, it may be beneficial for you to add that to your leathers.
Okay. I'm gonna try and do that and see if it improves my armor.
Sure. How do you attach it to yourself? Do you kind of like try and like just like wrap it around yourself and tie it, or make like a little sash?
Tie it around my neck and have a little kind of like a little short cape.
Okay. All right. You got a red cape now.
Sweet. I don't feel any different.
Boy, you look different.
You look great, buddy.
Yeah.
Plus,
True hero.
plus speed of fashion.
If you guys would like to each try a piece, there is 7 total pieces here. You can do with them as you like. Split it up evenly. There's 3 left over. So decide who's getting what and where it's going. And
I'm gonna give Mirai my piece so he can have a big cake. He deserves that.
Yeah, do we give like
Oh.
Mirai all the 3 extra pieces so you have just the
Wait,
biggest pack
Yes.
of cake?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I need him to have a large,
All right.
obnoxious cave.
This is not what I'm looking
All right.
for out of these boons, so
I
he can
have-
have it.
So I get the
Yeah, well,
4
you-
extra pieces, and I put them together, and it's way too long.
It's
dragging
extremely
on the
long.
ground.
yeah, this is like
And
enough.
it's-
This is enough like fabric to like make a piece of like make a cloak or make something out of it. Like this is like a pretty like great amount of like fabric. So like each of these pieces you're adding is like another like 7-foot tail to your cape here.
Thank God.
So I
Love
keep the one that's on me, and I keep the rest of them for safekeeping until I know what to do with them.
Okay. Yeah, you can bundle them back up and put them in your backpack or whatever kind of carrying thing you got.
So I'm wearing one, and I have 3 extras.
And everyone else has one? Is that what the plan is?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah, it works for me.
All right. So Mariah has the extra 3, and everyone's got 1. So yes, you've got 4.
I've got 4 in total.
Just
I'm gonna add that.
Write down 4 magic cloak on your inventory. Everyone else just 1 magic cloak or magic fabric.
Where's the inventory on the roll 20 character sheet? I see like,
Center bottom.
Oh, equipment. Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. And there should be quantity on the left and weight on the right. This is gonna be pretty minimal on the weight. I don't like dealing with encumbrance, but if we get to the point where you guys are carrying a ridiculous amount of stuff, we'll figure that out then. Like Lance Boy.
Yeah.
All right, everyone's got their little pieces. Everyone else trying to kind of attach this to their armors in different ways, or we just kind of put it in our backpacks
I'm
and
gonna put mine in my
All right.
pocket for now.
I might
Yeah,
have
I'm
missed.
keeping mine on hand right now. I don't know what I want to do with it yet.
I might have missed what this does. Do we know what the magic is of this fabric?
no clue without an identify spell. We had a hint of like some type of magic armor stuff from the Goliath, but that's kind of our closest thing that we've come across.
All right.
So yeah, I think Mariah wears his. Everyone else is packing theirs up.
Yep.
Cool. All right. We loot the goblins. I will figure out how much loot to roll on the loot table for that. If we like, we can continue onward with the next location. If that is the intent.
Oh,
Yes.
do it.
All right.
Yeah, I think so.
I remember forgetting the name. Venzana, you pull out the map, you look at it, you look at the sun, you look at the stars that aren't out anymore. You figure out which direction you need to go, and we can head on out. We do run across another encounter though before we get there. Don't know if we'll have time. But we'll see.
To next, Fenzana.
Yeah, looking at this map with the help of my friend here, we can see that the next place that we should head is wherever.
Somewhere.
Near the desert.
In
Remember,
that
there's one near
specific
the desert?
direction.
So that way direction. All right, so we probably just took care of the one just directly in the woods. Did we take care of the one by the coast or the one further into the woods?
Am I wrong? Wasn't did he say there was one in the desert like a day's journey away?
There's one in the desert near Antidence. There's one in the desert north of Antidence, and then there's 3 in the woods. And we're already in the woods, so I'm curious what the closest next one is.
You guys kind of took out the one that was like close to you guys already. So there's gonna be like one probably like around here, and then like one in kind of this spotty area. So you guys are probably heading down more south towards the edge of the woods, the thick part of the woods, and then you've got like the little sketchier area where is this actually like our territory type of thing. So you might have some people on people problems going there and stuff like that. More political drama.
Okay, so political drama here. Where's the other one in the woods you said?
Edge of the thick part of this woods down here.
And which one did we just take care of? Like some right here or something?
Yeah, like back over here.
All right, I would say, and then the one in the desert, is it like way east in the desert, or is it like a little bit east in the desert?
It's like northeast of Antidence, so it's probably like this area up here. Probably about equidistant. And then there was like another one north of Antidence. It was like here, and here, I think.
Here. We're currently here. Here's the other one. This one's problematic. I'd say let's go to this one. It looks a little bit closer than the one east of Antidence. What does everybody else think of that?
I think that's a good idea. We can use the forest as cover to kind of sneak up on the area and use it as cover in case there are other people there. And potentially we also have ammo for Zach to throw another deadly tree branch at them.
All right, branch
do
boy.
Yeah. I might
Branch
need
boy will have the
to,
advantage.
yeah, I might need a heal or take a nap so I can recover some health.
You have like a pool of hit like lay on hands. You could touch yourself.
Yes, I
And
Oh.
get some health
You
back.
could touch yourself.
Yeah, just touch yourself real quick, man.
Go behind a tree for that.
Well, the
Yeah.
burly man with the bucket on his head touches himself.
Yes, lay on hands. You can restore a total number of hit points equal to 5 times your paladin level, so you can have 10 hit points in reserve.
Oh, that's perfect. That'll get me back to full health.
Yeah, you can use them all if you like.
Do I get that one time per day?
Looks like it. As an action, you can touch, blah, 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 maximum hit point pool, alternatively spend 5 minutes.
So I can only touch myself one time a day?
I mean, it's kind of like...
Yes,
some people can
You
touch
have
themselves more than
restraint.
once, you know?
What are you,
It's
15?
it's more of like a recovery time thing, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
guess
actually
I'll
don't
go
know.
ahead and. Guess I'll do it now. If we're gonna be going somewhere.
Sure.
Go behind a tree.
Yeah.
You can also touch others.
Yeah.
Did not
touch
get
others.
sacked.
Maybe me.
I use my additional move to hide at this current time.
My bonus action to run.
The goblin had the right idea.
How thick were those goblins? Jeez.
All right, Zach. You see like a little class resource tab over there on your character sheet above your features, below your flaws. It should say a 10 there next to your gold, to the right of your gold.
Yes.
Okay, you can
need
spin
to
that
get
down to 0 if you like. Yep. All right. We are heading south. Based off the map, based off your best calculations, this is going to be about 8 miles from town. This is about like the max distance you're going to be going till like it's dark out, right? So 8 hours time-wise, it's about as much as you're going to be able to... Sorry, 8 miles time... Wait, hold on. No, it's only about an hour, right? 8 miles?
8 miles, couple hours.
Yeah. Never mind. 24 miles is like what you can go in a day. So 8 miles is fine. You can make 8 miles in a few hours. But you guys do not quite make it unaccosted. You guys probably get about halfway there, and you'll come across a little stumbling, bumbling pack of gnolls. You'll see them before they see you for sure. They're kind of going around like throwing shit and looking for something. And you'll bump across these gnolls. You guys can slow down, prepare for your attack if you need to, or you guys can avoid these guys.
Action is to lower the branch that I see Zach trying to raise.
Love it.
Yeah. Branch.
All right.
gone.
Can we use the branch gone? I'd like to roll for perception, see exactly what we're dealing with here.
Yes, I'm trying to delete this fucking circle. There we go. All right. Yeah, you guys. I don't even think you need the perception check. You guys are moving well enough in this group. You guys know these woods, right? You guys have hunted in these woods. You guys know what to look out for. You guys know this area probably has a few gnolls running around them. We will get the map kind of set up so you guys have an idea of what's going to happen. But we will probably run it back next week on Dragon Ball Z.
That's a throwback.
So you will see these little... Oh, God. They're so small. Why are they so small?
I mean, they're gnolls.
Gnolls, not gnomes.
Yeah, gnolls.
Honestly, I know it's spelled different, but I just keep thinking of Noel from Great British Baking Show.
We'll take you guys back over to this map. You guys will see the gnolls. If you guys wanted to, you guys could probably just avoid these guys. They're down here in the little green. Zoom out on the map. Down here on the map. I'm just gonna slide everything actually. I'm gonna move you guys up to like a little here. And we're gonna slide right there. That works. Perfect. Cool. You guys can catch them going through the trees a little bit. It looks like they're searching for something. If you guys want, you guys can accost these guys, or if you guys would like, you can probably just let them pass and kind of give them a wide berth.
I can hit them from here.
True.
I like your attitude.
Do you want to?
No, I don't want to.
Wait, you have a branch in your hand too?
We're just competing.
Yeah, you take the
This seems
branch from
hilarious.
my hand and then you like proceed to
Like-
throw it.
Like slap the back of your hand with it, like don't do that, and then I chuck it instead.
Love it.
Okay.
You guys have options. If you guys would like to, you guys can prepare your attack or your ambush, or you guys can just, just sit for a bit and let them pass.
You guys just want to sit for a bit and let him pass?
I'm all for sitting for a bit and letting them pass.
I'll go with the group. So if we're wanting to sit and wait,
I agree.
Buckethead
We're not.
phase.
They're not. We're not. We haven't reached the next location
Gonna go
where the
behind that
combat
tree.
zone. So if we don't need,
Smart.
we don't need to attack them. Let's let them pass.
Well,
Alright.
we'll just head behind these trees over here.
The party hides and lets their XP go away.
Oh, darn it, you're right.
Oh.
All right.
We're getting experience. We're getting experience on which fights not to pick.
I will roll their
Yeah.
perception check here after the session to see what happens. But I think we can wrap up there. Yeah. Pleasure playing, guys. I really appreciate it. I think you guys got a little bit of a taste for Roll20. Hopefully we can kind of hash out some of those bugs before next time and get all the character sheets working. But I think for the most part it went relatively smooth. So
Yeah.
happy with that.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry it
Good.
wasn't the longest session, but we're working with the time frame we've got. So hopefully we can get it going around like 7:30, 5:30 Arizona next week if you guys are available. If not, we'll shoot for that like 8 o'clock time. And then if we have some timing issues, we'll sort it out on Discord, I think. So if everyone's free 17th as far as they know for 7:30, we'll shoot for that.
Yep, sounds good to me.
It should be
Sounds
alright.
good. Yeah. Yeah. I'm free.
Cool.
At 7:30.
All right, I'll touch base in the Discord just to make sure, probably over the weekend or something, and we'll get this campaign rolling.
Okay,
Cool.
okay.
Awesome. Excited to see what you guys do.
Yep, stay safe.
Yeah.
Alright.
Have a good night,
Y'all
boys.
nice, y'all.
Bye bye.